Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and I've got a really nice empty and big house to do here. This is the basement. I just vacuumed the master bedroom upstairs. That's all I have upstairs. And then I've got this area down here, which is a rather large area, as you can see. So I'm just going to record myself vacuuming because sometimes people apparently like to watch people vacuuming. Okay, so I'll record myself vacuuming. This is about probably around 1,300 square feet down here. Although the lady did say she did vacuum, I will be vacuuming it anyway because my vacuum, the Max-Vac system I'm using here, which is a modified upgraded Kirby, will definitely perform a better vacuuming job than what she was able to do. She used her built-in, and they don't work very well at all, actually. So anyway, I'm just going to vacuum it, and we'll see about 1,300 square feet. See how long it takes me. So away we go. Actually, before I begin, I just want to give a little demonstration about the power of this vacuum. There's some debate on some of the forums and whatnot about the efficacy of this type of vacuum compared to others. So let's just do a little check here. So what I just did is I just disengaged the brush roll, so it's just straight suction right now. And I'm going to lower it down onto the carpet. And put it over here where I can get it in the light. Make sure we're able to see what's happening here. And so this is just straight suction on the carpet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a push, and we're going to see just how easily I can push it. Okay. So first of all, I lower it down. So it's now on the carpet, and if you watch, you can see that the vacuum is actually lifting the carpet off of the underpad. Now I'll give it a push, and it actually, on this carpet, moves fairly easily. On some carpets, you actually wouldn't be able to move it at all, but this one is actually moving a little bit. But you can see the carpet is lifting right off the underpad. So now when I turn on the power drive, because it has a powered back wheels on the vacuum, much easier to move. No effort at all, hardly. But that's just straight suction. So now I'm going to switch it back to the engage the brush roll. And when you normally when you would use this vacuum, the way you would do it is I would lower it down to when I hear the brush roll contact the carpet, and you hear that sound, or brrr sound. When that happens, then you normally would drop it one below that. If you go too low, you actually smother the airflow, and you don't want that. So let's just see where we're at. Okay, now it contacted. I don't know if you can see that, but just as it touches the carpet, you'll see the carpet jump up to hit the bottom of the carpet. It actually pulls it up. There, it just pulled it up. So there we go. That's where I'm going to vacuum at, that level right there. So here we go. Because this thing has a power drive, it takes almost no effort to move it on the carpet. And that's one of the reasons why I prefer this vacuum. Is I obviously vacuum all day long, and having a vacuum that actually powers itself across the floor is a lot easier on me physically, all day long. So that's one reason I prefer it. There's another reason I prefer it, is the fact that it is adjustable the height of the head in relation to the carpet is adjustable for each type and height of carpet. And it can go pretty darn high, actually, which is really good because sometimes we run into these decorator rugs that have got such a long pile on them that it kind of chokes the vacuum off. And a lot of vacuums, most vacuums just don't have any height adjustment at all, so that the brush roll in relation to the carpet remains at the same distance regardless of the thickness and the pile length of the carpet. And that's the problem, because it's actually a complete compromise. And one of the reasons this particular vacuum is so effective is that you can dial in the relationship between the bottom of the carpet and the carpet itself very precisely. But it does require a little bit of thinking and understanding of how to use it. So, and I think that's one of the reasons why some people who own these vacuums, they discover that this doesn't work very well for them, and mostly because when they use it, they just put it down to the lowest setting, assuming that it'll dig in better, and not realizing that they're choking off the airflow and reducing the performance of the vacuum, even though the directions for the vacuum will clearly tell you exactly how to adjust it. But, you know, who reads directions, right? So anyway, that's two reasons. One is powered, which is very easy to move. It's just taking me no effort to move this vacuum. I think it's about 2 pounds of pressure on the handle. So that's very little. There's no weight on the handle because the handle is actually spring-loaded. So if you let it go, especially if it's not modified as mine is, the handle will just go right to the upright position rather than dropping to the floor or the ground. So there's no effort to hold it up. It's quite wide, so you can, cover quite a lot of area pretty quickly with this vacuum. That's another good reason to have it. The other reason is that it never clogs. Okay, maybe I might have clogged it with a piece of tissue paper or something once, maybe, I guess, but it just doesn't clog, really. And I've had many other types of vacuums, and if there's a hose on that vacuum, you can be guaranteed eventually you're going to get a clog. It draws the air from the backing of the carpet, from the top of the underpad. This vacuum will pull dust, and I put a video up recently where I showed that, demonstrated that. Is I put a piece of carpet down on my floor, put some flour underneath it, and vacuumed it right through the carpet using this vacuum. And other vacuums just can't do that. Hang on a minute, we're gonna get around here. There's a plan here. I have it in my head. So, and the other reason I like this vacuum is it's made of metal, and that makes it very durable. And it's pretty much scratch resistant. You can scratch it if you bang it into a bed frame, metal bed frame or something like that. Yeah, you can do that. I had an employee for a while that was did that a lot. He loved to jam it under fireplace hearths too, and that wasn't nice. Not this particular vacuum. I've gone through a few of them over the last few years, because they don't last forever either. I've only burned out one motor. Never burned out a drive system. Something else happened to another one. I can't remember what it was now, but anyway, I just picked them up used because to buy them, they're over $3,000 to buy new. So that's a lot of money. I wouldn't buy a new one. But fortunately, I don't have to because they're readily available, still used. The brush roll eventually will start, in the head there, it'll kind of clog up occasionally, but it's very easy to pop it off and to the light in here. Oh, yeah, there is. And then, of course, it goes down nice and low, as you can see. Change my plug here. So the brush roll easily, the head just pops off really easily for cleaning. And the power here. Let's turn that on. So and that's something to bear in mind, that if you're using these things every day on various types of carpet and various conditions of carpet, you will end up getting, at times you'll have a buildup of junk inside that brush roll or around the head there, and it's very easy to pop that off, clean it out. The brush roll itself pops out of the head very easily, does not require any tools. The brush roll itself has 3 positions on it. You can, as it wears down, you can reposition it so that you can compensate for the wear. That's another good point. It also, for doing steps, the handle will lock down, kind of low down like I got it right now. It'll actually latch there, and then I can do the steps very easily. That's how I do them. You can, there's actually a handle you can get for this in the stock version, where the handle replaces the handle that I'm using right now, and if you can remove this long handle and put a short one on there. I tried it a couple of times and realized that I didn't need to do it that way, but you can do it that way if you prefer. It's got a light, although the light on this vacuum, unfortunately, when I bought it, it was not working very well at all, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and it's annoying because one of the reasons I prefer this model is it is an LED, so they're not supposed to do that. Anyway, I have another one. Eventually I'll switch it, but it is nice having the light. And I think it's a awfully cool looking vacuum, actually. It's so retro. I mean, I actually have people now that call us up and say, hey, are you the guys that use that really old vacuum? And that's what they're looking for, because they are aware of how well this works. The word is out there, because I do show people how well this vacuum actually perform. So, and as opposed to using, I'll say a vacuum like a Dyson or even a Shark, this is not a vacuum that your average consumer is going to go and buy because they're just too darn expensive. It's just not realistic for a homeowner to go and fork out $3,000, although people obviously do, but not too many are going to want to do that. And I understand that perfectly. I'm getting there. I try to divide the room up into rectangles in my mind as I do it to make sure I'm very thorough, covering every inch. And I will be post-vacuuming this carpet as well. So this is the first vacuuming. After I do the actual cleaning, then I will vacuum it all again. It's just part of, it's just the way we normally clean carpet. It's much more thorough. And the post-vacuuming, of course, will basically, it's like power grooming the carpet. Okay, need to reposition again. Okay, oop. And where will I go? Oh, there's one there. That's what I want. Yeah, that'll work, I think. These vacuums weigh about, I believe they're about 21 pounds. And I think I don't know if they're the heaviest vacuum, but they're certainly heavier than most, which isn't a problem when you're running it because it's power driven and there's no weight on the handle. So you don't even feel that unless you go to pick it up. And then you notice that, oh, it's got some weight to it. What was I going to say? It does have an attachment for putting a hose on, but you have to take the head off, so it's not the most convenient for that. And I was using it that way for a while until I got my little Shark Rocket stick vac, which I now use for edges, and I discovered that actually is more efficient and faster, and it actually is less bulky than carrying the hose in and out because I have an extended hose, but I do have it in the van for situations where I might need to use it. It has as far as hard floor goes, there's a attachment that snaps onto the bottom plate. So you can use this vacuum on hard floors. It's obviously an accessory, and I've used it a few times. It works fine. Just sort of snaps in place, and so you can use this vacuum on hard floors. It's a noisy vacuum. Not as noisy as my Sanitaire though, which I bought to compare to this, actually, thinking maybe it might have some advantages, but I discovered that it really didn't. So I got a virtually new sanitaire sitting in my garage. So it's a good idea, if you're using this thing every day, all day, good idea. It is a good idea to wear earplugs. So I'm wearing them. Actually, I'm not wearing them now because I got my earbuds in, but they, I suppose they reduce some of the sound. Okay, last area. So after I finish this room over there, then I have the steps to do, and I won't bother. Well, maybe I should. We'll see when I get there. Maybe I'll show you how I do them. Okay, working my way down the wall here. This carpet is actually in pretty good shape. I've only seen like 2 or 3 spots so far. So, and I don't see any real soiled areas. No obvious traffic lanes. So it's going to be a pretty quick and easy clean. Something right here. Like a lighter spot. Let that sit till I get there. It looks like it might actually be color lost, but we'll figure that out when I come back with the cleaning machine. I see a little right there. Nope. Something right there. Little dark spot there. I'm using LOC. This must be the room where the kids spent most of their time. There's more spots here. LOC has well, virtually no odor. I mean, it has a slight smell, but very faint, pretty pleasant. Liquid organic cleaner. I used to use it years ago and kind of got away from it, but lately I've been pulled it out of the corner, as it were, and oh, I might as well keep using this. because it does work really well, and it is organic, and it's odorless. So yeah, all good. You can use it as a general purpose cleaner, even to do hard floors. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I was thinking about it, because I'm going to be doing more hardwood and things like that. Okay, we'll turn off the vacuum there. Okay, snap it out of there, and let's unplug. And where are we at? That's a fair amount. Less than typically I would pick up in an area this size. So that's good. So now I'm going to go over here and let's see. There's a light. Oh, that's not the right light. Oh, there's no light there. We've got an outlet here. So I'm not sure how well this will work as far as filming it goes. But so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the handle. It's dropped. So we can now, the handle's locked in place. The power drive system is off. I'm going to drop the head, and we'll turn it on. I'll go up there and I'll start doing the steps and see how that goes. I'm not sure how well it'll film though, because it's just a bit awkward here. Probably. Okay. It's actually working better than I thought to film it, so kind of weird in my perspective because I got the camera right in front of my face. I can look into the screen, but weird to see it's slightly behind what I'm actually doing. It's a little disconcerting. So I see myself doing what I'm not actually doing. It's just weird. Anyway, and you see that I kind of work the bull nose a little bit as I go down as well. Anyway, so I'm going to reposition the handle, and it'll drop down, and there we go. And when I do steps, I will always get a lot of junk out of steps because steps are the last thing people will vacuum. You know, they'll vacuum everything else maybe once in a while, but the steps, well, that's a big deal, right? Everybody hates doing steps. So, now what I'm going to do is, I'm finished with this for the moment. I'm going to go grab my shark, do my edges, and then I will do the actual cleaning, which I will record the basement anyway, I think. And then we'll just go from there. I'll just take this back upstairs because that's the next place I'll be using it. So anyway, that was me doing the downstairs, which took me about, and the steps, which took me about 30 minutes for about, I'd say 1,300 square feet. Yeah, steps is a bit of a workout, but no problem. All right, so I'll catch you with the next video. And the next video I post after this will probably be me actually cleaning this carpet here. So, alrighty, let's continue here.